Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, first graders. Mr. Mortimer here. Yesterday, we just finished up our unit in time. So we are done with time, which means we're going to shift into our next unit of study, which is coins. So if you look at our standard today, it's going to be MDI 3B, and it's going to be that I can identify coins by their values. So we need to be able to know what the penny is and how much it's worth, the nickel and how much it's worth, the dime and how much it's worth, and the quarter and how much the quarter is worth. So today we're going to take a look at those coins so we can recognize them and be able to identify them. So if I look at the first coin, today we're going to break it down just with looking at pennies and nickels. So our first coin is our penny. Our penny is the smallest coin in value, and you'll notice that our penny also has a different color than the rest of our coins. It is more of a copper or a brown color compared to our other coins. So a penny is the smallest in value, meaning it is not worth as much as the rest. It is only worth 1 cent. So a penny is worth 1 cent. If I had 3 pennies, it'd be very easy to count those. I just count them like I do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I would have 3 cents. The other coin I want to look at today is our nickel. Our nickel now is a little bit bigger and it is worth 5 cents. So our penny is worth 1 cent and our nickel is worth 5 cents. So you'll notice that the nickel is that silver color. It looks the same color as the rest of the coins, but it's a little bit bigger and it's a little thicker than the other ones. It's worth 5 cents. So if I were to have 3 nickels, I would count by fives. I skip count. We work on our skip counting. So I count 5, 10, 15. I would have 15 cents. So not only are we going to be able to identify those coins, but I know as us almost second graders, we're going to be able to count with those coins. So I'm going to give you a little couple challenge ones here. If I had 1 nickel, that is the same as saying I had 5 pennies. So some of us might say, I would rather have 5 pennies because there's 5 of them. But really, 5 pennies is the same as 1 nickel. So the same value. Us as adults, we'd rather just have 1 nickel because it's less to carry in our pockets. It's the same thing. So what if I had 1 nickel and 2 pennies and I wanted to add those together? It'd be very simple. I start with my biggest value in coin, which is my nickel, and I say that's 5 cents. And then I know my penny is worth 1 cent, so I just add on. So I have 5, 6, 7. I would have 7 cents in my piggy bank. If I added a nickel, now I could, and took away a penny, I would very easily be able to count this one as well. I count my nickels first because they are the bigger in value of the coins I have. So I count 5 and 5. 5 and 5 is 10. Add one more, I get 11. So I would have 11 cents. So again, our biggest thing that we want to be able to recognize is that we are going to look at the penny and the nickel. The penny is worth 1 cent and the nickel is worth 5 cents. If you have any questions, let us know. We'd be glad to help you. Today, we're going to be working in our IXL. Make sure you get that practice in, and on our next money lesson, we'll be covering our dimes and our quarters. Have a good evening.